Sports Talk with BWatts and Stephen Woodland tonight. Tonight is gonna be a good night. Hey, never know. Might hear Ray Charles tonight again. Many of y'all may ask me about it, but anyway, hey, the shirt that you see on the screen, hey, it's a Colorado shirt. Want to help Christy Robinson out? Hey, she's the sponsor of this broadcast of Sports Talk with BWatts. The information at the bottom of the screen if you would like a Colorado t-shirt, long sleeve or short sleeve. All you got to go to my community section on my YouTube page. You'll see the link that you can click on, and they have all the information right there. Okay? All right. Appreciate that. Got that out the way. So we finna get into this show right way. All right? All right. Yes. But anyway, hey, get on with yourself. Man, I messed up a good thing. Good thing. Steve, what's up, my brother? How you feel,
What's
man?
going on, BWatts?
Man, I don't moved around so many times in this place, man. I don't know what to do about this internet, man. I just don't know what to do, bro.
You got to
I
pay your
don't know.
bill, man.
But y'all stop, man. Hey, that might be the problem. I might
Hey,
need to
you
stop
can't
paying
put
the
stuff
bill.
on layaway.
Oh boy, wants to say hello to everybody out there. But we appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight. Like I said, we got a good show tonight. And hold on. Let me get this going and we're gonna get into the show. All right. Got it going. Hey, all right, big time. A lot of folks been asking about that Ray Charles, so I told them I didn't know you had to tune in to see. So, but Ray Charles gonna come out of his cemetery and find you. But anyway, man, hey, let's talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo. Coach Prime is on his way back to Florida, the state of Florida, man. He's bringing his Louis to the state of Florida. They played UCF, and man, I don't watch some films on UCF. Boy, they got some running back, boy. They got some running back, boy. They got one running back, Mr. Steve. That dude's so fast, man. I said, wow. And you look at the size of their quarterback, just might cause us some problems for Colorado if that defense ain't on point. So when you look at this matchup, what's some of the keys that Colorado will have to do to win this ball game?
Well, the keys that I saw is I watched the TCU game, I watched the New Hampshire game. Your alignment and assignment, you got to be disciplined. You got to go in there with a purpose, and your game plan is this. Your game plan is to make Jefferson throw the ball. You have to stop them on first down, and you have to make sure you don't go in your eyes don't start going into places it shouldn't go. They motion a lot. I watched them games, and it's simple. What they do is basic and simple. But if you don't stay in your assignment, it's effective. It's very
Mhm.
effective. So the things that I see, thank goodness we played the game with North Dakota State. That game is going to help us out a lot because it's really this pretty much the same type of offenses that they run. But the difference is that boy from North Dakota State can zip that ball a little better than Jefferson. I watched Jefferson. Jefferson is a one read quarterback. If that first
Right.
read ain't there, he gone. He gone. If you make him go to his second and third, you're going to be successful. I like him for college, but man, if you get in there, and I think you need three linebackers. I really do. I think we need to. I think Brown need to be in there too. We need thumpers, man, and they can't be.
Yeah, I said
Don't
that. I
follow
told
motion.
last night when I was talking to Brian, I said, man, we need to go to a 4-3. Have you
We
three
need
linebackers
thumpers,
in there just to make sure.
but
Block
the
Bully's
4-3.
back. I heard Block Bully gonna be back. They gonna help.
Oh, that's definitely going to help. If you look at it, when I was watching the TCU game, it's this simple. TCU was waxing them. TCU was doing what they TCU had them, and they messed around and they settled and three and outs and three and outs, three and out. Then start playing scared ball and the other team came back and they just scored. And then you messed up at the end of the game where you should have hit a reception and you kicked a long field goal and the guy missed it. But, it is what it is. They just barely survived and we just barely survived. So it's going to be two teams in there. But my question is this one here. What's going on with the bookies? They got this team by 14.
I
I'm
saw
like,
that, man. I'm gonna mention it later on, but since you beat me to it, man, I said they favored by 14. Boy, I wish I was a bet man. I'd jump all over that. I know you jumped all over that.
well,
Well, send some of it
I,
my way.
I'm not a betting man, but what I am because I'll put it to you this way: if people
Ain't
say
no
they
way this
don't,
team gonna beat them by 14 points, man.
I don't see it. I don't see it. Me personally, I do not see it. I just don't. Not when them players going down there. Their families are watching. You got your
Yeah,
entire family and your girlfriend and everything else, and you gonna let some people
classmates
run.
and all that.
Travis Hunter, Travis, if you think Travis was showing out that he didn't get the ball in Nebraska, let him go get that ball down to Florida.
Oh man, speaking of Travis and getting that ball, he didn't have a full catch going after the third quarter. A
But
sack.
who? But when you're looking at that, whose fault is that?
I ain't gonna blame it on nobody. I don't know. Maybe it's the OC. I think that offense coordinator. I ain't gonna blame it on
Okay.
no player.
What?
'Cause
No, I ain't
you
gonna.
gotta
No,
look
I'm
at
not blaming a player. I'm not blaming a player. Hear what I'm saying? Whose responsibility to get the ball to your main players?
that's offense coordinator.
Exactly. So I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm not hearing anything because you can
right.
say whatever you want to. Andy Reid get to his favorite player. That
Yeah,
boy
you
with
gotta get
a
the ball
mind
to
of
Travis. Travis
dolphins.
is a difference maker. He a
The
game
mind.
changer.
Hey, you look at these other college teams. I was watching these college teams. I'm like, man, even Colorado State finds a way to get it to their playmaker. You have to invent. You have to have plays in your basket, your toolbox,
Right.
and it's crossing plays. It's motion. Man, when it's your star get the ball. And if you watch UCF, they don't run number 2 yard passes. They patterns are 5 yards, but
Right.
they'll get 50 yards out of it
Right.
because what happens, people watch that motion going to the right, they send a running back to the left, and he over there by himself. I've seen 3 touchdowns where they motioned him everybody to the right and then made the running back faked it to him, and he went to the left hand side. Nobody over there, 2 touchdowns. I'm like, it is what it is. It's nothing complicated, but what it is, they know how to get players the ball. And we're going to have to do that too.
Yeah, I think Colorado just got to do the matchup thing. They got to have the right players on the field at all times. I think they just got to have their best player this game. All on, all hands on deck.
But shouldn't that be every game?
Well, like I said, I'm not at practice. I don't know what went on. I've
Hey,
been
hey,
jumping. I done got some messages, man. So they told me to, yeah, yeah, just a little bit. Take your breaks out just a little bit, Mr. White. I said, okay. So, but
well, we should,
anyway,
we should, and the reason I say you should take your breaks off, and this is the reason I say this one here. If you watch people in games, the same things, mistakes they're making in the games, they made in practice. They made in practice. So the coaches are looking at like, golly, I done saw this in practice every dog the whole week. We put them in the game, and guess what happened? They did the same
yeah,
thing. And then you'll
yeah,
have some instances where a player get in there, you be like, man, that was a nice play. But it could go both ways. But
it can.
we don't know. And when you don't
Right.
know something because you're not in there, you're only making speculation. So I
Yeah.
will have to respect them with that because we shouldn't be speculating when we don't know. Now, when
Right.
I go on there now when I see it on tape, you ain't gonna tell me to calm down. That's tape. That's different.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But like I say,
That's tape.
I just don't see UCF beating Colorado by no 14 points. But
I
anyway,
don't either.
I don't. Yeah. When we look at the offensive side, want to thank it once again. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we go live or drop a tape. All right. All right. Don't forget on tomorrow. Like I said, on tomorrow, we got a special broadcast at 12 at noontime, lunchtime. Lunchtime. I'm off tomorrow, so I got Rod the Man Media gonna be my guest. Yeah, that evening afternoon, and Coach Dre coming on with me that night at 8 p.m. Eastern time before Rod go to Florida to be down now with the team and stuff. So I got that line up, and on Thursday, I'm coming back with Greg said it. And on Friday, I'll be back. Like I said, I'm going every night this week at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And on Saturday, after the game, I'll be coming live and we gonna hope he'll show up this time. We we gonna send him the link, y'all. Y'all, everybody always say, "Where Mr. Steve?" I don't know, but hey, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna put an ATV out on. But hey, well, I'll be back. I'll be back here. But
We were both on there on Saturday. What are you talking about?
you there on Saturday?
Yeah, we need to put an APB out on you. We ain't even
Nah,
up to one
it
o'clock
was
in the
one night.
morning.
Oh my God, I don't know. They be asking about it. Said, "What Mr. T?" I get they see it every time I come on here. I said, "Man, you got a wife in eyes. Sometimes you might can't have that boy." I know how it go. Yeah. But anyway, when we look at the offensive side of the ball for Colorado, what do they need to do? What they haven't been doing to going into this UCF game?
I think what I think what they need to do, they have to make sure Dalen Hayden, who's going to be there, who's going to be playing this game, he needs to be featured and he needs to get the ball. They need to run the ball, and when they're running the ball, what's going to happen, especially if there's going to be a hurricane and it's rainy and everything like that, sloppy. What that's going to do, that's what Travis them and
Yeah,
Jimmy.
you right there, John. You way over here. You right there, John. He sure was. He way over here. AWL. He
Oh,
was
that was
Friday. That's
Friday.
what it was. That was
But
Friday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, he is playing. But Miss Steve, when you look at the leg game, they ran the ball leg game. Oh, you think they
they
need to
ran.
run it more?
They ran the ball, but the problem was this one here when they ran the ball. I will say this one here. Micah, it would have been more effective. He missed some big holes with cuts, and that's where you're going to have a more seasoned running back when you got Hayden and you got Augusta. You saw a big difference when they hit it because they played more football. They played more
Right,
football where they don't just, I'm just going to the hole they tell me to go to. They're running
right.
backs in which I'm seasoned.
They
Plus,
listen.
I
They
see
seen
this
it. Yeah,
here and I see a hole open on the left. I'm
the
hitting that
vision.
left because I got
Right.
vision,
Yeah,
and all that is
it
just
clogged
playing.
up there in that middle. It clogged up. You got to know how to
Yeah,
bounce that thing.
you got to bounce it out. You got to bounce it out. So those are the things I'm looking at where I'm saying with running coming involved, you're going to see some big runs from CU in this game. I looked at UCF's defense. Uh, they got a good defense, but it's not better than Baylor's. Their defense is not better than Baylor. It's not better than
Baylor had a good
Nebraska's.
defense, man. Yeah, they had
That's
a
my
good defense.
point.
Baylor did.
Baylor's ranked on defense. I
Mhm.
don't know it's amazing. If we beat somebody, they the worst team under the sun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but if we
Yeah,
lose, they
right.
the greatest.
Hey, I don't get it either,
Make
man.
it
I
make
don't get
sense.
it either, man. I don't get it either. But like I say, yeah, with Dayton Hayes, Isaiah, and Micah, that three-head running monster, why pound that rock. What UCF trying to do to me, I'm gonna turn around and do to them.
Oh,
They gonna try
absolutely.
to run it down my throat. I'm gonna try to run it down your throat.
But
I like my linebackers group more than I like your linebacker group. Cause
but
you
but
see defense against the run, third in the nation.
yeah, absolutely. But where I'm going is this one here. That run is only to set up the play action for Travis over the top, for Jimmy over the top. This is when you're going to get your explosive plays. It's going to be wet out there, and when it's wet out there, that's footed. Ain't nowhere in the
Right.
world Jimmy and them making them crossing. If they crossing, I'm telling this the game. I'll be crossing. I'll be crossing, putting them in motion. You slip one time out there on defense, that's a touchdown.
I know you
Any
said put them in
slips,
motion, but they don't run no plays for in motion.
But my point is, you're putting them in motion to move people. The
I said
motion.
they don't play 4 games. I ain't seen nobody win in motion.
Yes, but yeah, they have. I can give them credit on
Colorado?
that. Yes, sir. Yes, you better go back and watch the
Oh,
film. Jimmy has been in motion. Uh, they even put Travis in motion.
I don't know what I
But
was doing there.
go back and watch it. But my point
Yeah,
being, not only putting them in motion, they need to start lining them up 3 close to the line of scrimmage. Start putting them close to the line of scrimmage instead of putting them out. You got to do different things where people got to start thinking. And
right,
that's the problem. If you got people where they just, oh, I know what you're going to do here, they can defend you. But if you
right.
on there where you switch it up, where you getting close to the line with them 4 receivers, and you like, good God Almighty, which direction they gonna go? You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know, and that's a problem. So the running is gonna stipulate it's gonna buy two more seconds or 1.3 seconds of time, and that way he can get it over the top. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't want him hit. I'm trying to do it where it'll take time off the clock. It's going to frustrate UCF because they're not going to have a lot of possessions, especially because they run the ball. It's not going to be a lot of possessions in this game. And that's not going to happen. You're not going to get a lot because UCF going to run 5 or 6 minutes off the clock, when they're really rolling, and then you'll get some 3 and outs. But that means that it's going to limit time of possession because you only have X amount of time in the game.
You might have a point there, Mr. Steve. But when I look at Colorado on the defense side against UCF offense, like I say, they got a running back there, but that boy, if he popped through that hole, he gone. Yeah. He get through that hole with the speed he got. What I saw today, I said, wow. So that's why I would love to see a 4-3 defense with Hill Green in the middle. I want Webster in the game, starting off on the left,
Yeah,
and Bentley on the right. Then
I'm
switch
fine.
out and bring JB on third down. That's
Yep.
how I would do. Bring JB on third down. And then put Chain in there every now and then because I know Bentley got a foot injury. And man, tell them guys to hunt. And big Barnes, 3 Barnes, y'all. 3 big Barnes. I see what y'all again, Barnes some shout outs today. Coach. Yeah. Yeah. Barnes doing his thing. He just got to get in shape. That's all he got to do. He's got to get in game shape. But when you look at Colorado defense going up against their offense, what are some key things you're gonna be looking at?
What I'm going to be looking at is the D tackles. Everything is going to flow off Chidozie, Barnes,
Mm-hmm.
Coates,
Mm-hmm.
Buell, and McNeil.
Right.
If they are successful on what they supposed to do, Colorado gonna roll. And that's the bottom line. I'm not even worried about the ends because what I've seen with our edges, they have done their thing every game. Now they've been out of
Mm-hmm.
assignment sometimes. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
that. But as far as effectiveness, they've been very effective. And the D
Now
tackles have been very effective. So,
you
but my
think they
point,
offense gonna copy uh Baylor offensive plan with the quarterback running a lot with KJ Jefferson?
that's what they do. That's what they do. If you must not watch their game, then that's all they do. Jefferson, and what I like about him, they also
He ain't interested throwing that ball, is
no, he don't have no interest
he?
because if you have good cornerbacks, if his first read is not there, and people gonna look at it, they're like, well, you can watch it when he do throw the ball. It's either that receiver wide open, but he ain't getting in no tight spaces. It's not getting in no tight spaces. And he threw an interception in one of the games I was watching, New Hampshire, that New Hampshire game. He threw an interception, and I'm like, it was a terrible interception. I'm talking about the guy was sitting right there in front of him, and he still threw it. But my point being,
Why these things still throwing?
oh, he still threw it. I'm like, it's 2 people, and he was right in front of me. He just, he zipped it in there, and the boy caught the ball and said, hey, here you go. But my point being is this one. When it comes to running the ball, that's why I tell you, they're going to score. It ain't going to be they're not blanking them out. They're going to score because of the fact that if you make one mistake with their offense, you got that Boone boy, you got Harvey, Penny Boone. What a
Yeah.
name. What a running back, Penny Boone.
Yeah,
And then you got
Peter.
Harvey.
But
But
Harvey the main one though, right?
hey, I watched Boone. Boone hit somebody with a 56-yard run, and then he came back with a 43-yard run. They got home run hitters, man. They got home run. You cannot play with this team, and when you hit them, you got to hit them because if not, they gone. So
They
it's
gone.
gonna be it's gonna be discipline, and that's why I say third down, when you get them in 3rd and 7, we cannot make no switches. I do not. If my defense
Yeah.
stop you on 1st and 2nd down, what are
Hmm.
we doing? What are we doing? Sets. Oh, now we need to put this team. No, no, that team didn't get you the 3rd down.
Right.
That team did. Let's stick
Right.
with that. And if you got the third best run stop with them, they might be number one if you kept them in on 3rd down.
Hey, that makes sense, Miss P. I believe they would have.
They might be number one if you keep them down there, and they play very good teams. You can say what you want to.
Against the Ron too. Man, you know
Nebraska.
they gonna be up for this game. They from Florida, bro. Half of the
Hey,
team from Florida.
not only are they going to be. This is check this out. Did you if you watch the games for the UCF, that stadium wasn't full. That stadium was empty in that New Hampshire game. I watched. I'm like, hey, this stadium ain't packed. But watch this game. I don't care what the weather is. It can be a monsoon. They're gonna be out there because they know they're gonna be on TV. And the next thing you got is this one here. They bringing in every recruit in the state of Florida to
Wow.
UCF game for this
Yeah.
here. They're
Yeah.
bringing in the top-rated quarterback I saw in the what you call it, the number one one of the number one quarterbacks. They bringing them in, so they're
Okay.
bringing in people, and a lot of them people there to see Colorado.
Hey, boy, hey, Colorado. I'm trying to tell y'all over there on Facebook and them my LinkedIn page. Colorado America's team. Coach Ryan got
Hey,
everybody
hey,
tuned in. They tuned
it's
in for
like
him,
this
man.
here.
It
It's
ain't like
like
they
this,
ain't got
B.
no
Watts.
players that can't play. They got some players that can play, bro.
BWatts is like this. You taking your girlfriend to over to Usher's house or the Usher's concert, and you putting a front row and Usher sitting up there singing to her. It's gonna be a bad night for you, homeboy.
I ain't expecting you to go that way. What? I thought you been the Ray Charles. You went Usher.
Hey, I'm going Usher. Don't take your prize recruits over to Prime's house because Prime gonna take them. He will
Brian gonna
take
take him from
he'll take them.
me. Hey, hey, dog. We went to Vegas. I think on my birthday. My birthday, me and my girlfriend. So we went out there to see Usher. Yeah, I said, man, I mean, like I had a Tuesday. I said, you go.
She was done. She was done. You could put a
I said,
fork in
yeah.
her.
I said, yeah, you go. You gonna let me go by yourself? I said, yeah, you gonna be all right. Take your
Hey,
phone
hey,
with you. I'll
hey,
be there with the slot machine.
hey, you don't even want to look at you. You know, my
No, man.
wife, I don't
I'll be
even
done
want to
jumped
look
on that
at her.
stage with Usher.
Hey, I don't even, hey, I told my wife, I don't even want to look at you. The way you over there, goo goo
Yeah,
gaga, get on out of here.
yeah,
Go on,
man.
enjoy yourself.
So when we look at the wide receiver, Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn Jr., and LaJohntay Webster, all of them got some roots in the state of Florida. Boy, if that rain hold up and if that field ain't too soaking, well, I just got a feeling. I got a feeling Jimmy Horn gonna eat this game.
But I don't even care about the field because you know what? The beautiful thing about the field is this here. Both teams have to play on it. So if it's sloppy, that's for the offensive player because the offensive player know where they're going. The defensive
Yeah,
player
they know where they
don't.
going.
Exactly.
Right,
So that should be an advantage for Jim and them. If Jim and them, if the offensive coordinator, if that field is sloppy, oh, I'm gonna make those DBs move. And I'm gonna put them in position where they got to cross each other. They got to go, they have to move. I'm gonna put them in motion. And what happens, it slows them up because what they're gonna do, they don't want to be embarrassed. So if they slowed up and Jim and them going 100, you should get the pass. Now, Jim and them might fall or something. That's fine, but you got a complete pass, and that's where I'm going from.
right.
And so it could be an advantage on that part, depending on how CU plays it. If they're going forward instead of trying to go sideways, where going sideways you fall down and everything else. But if you're going straight, you could do some
Right.
things.
Right. Okay. Talk to me, chat. This question is for the chat. Who's the most important player on the defensive side for Colorado going into this game? So when you look at this game, Mr. Steven, who's going to be that most important person? One player on CU side of the defense is going to be important for Colorado to win this football game. I know
Hill
it's going to take
Green.
a team, but what? Who?
Hill Green.
Yeah, yeah,
Hill
yeah,
Green. Because the linebackers should
yeah.
eat this game. The linebackers should eat. The D
You heard
tackle is
what
going to
Billy
do their
said?
thing.
Billy said this game you got to lock them up. This game ain't gonna be for us. He love me.
It,
They gonna be for the faint of heart. That's what
it
he
ain't going to
said
be for the
today.
faint of heart.
I said, you know what he said? He said, I'm gonna strap him up. You know, one of the guys that were doing the interview said, you think you're gonna be ready? They like to run the ball. He said, this game ain't gonna be for the faint of heart.
But
You
that's the
gotta strap
truth.
it up. I'm gonna get it.
It's
He
going to
told
be
the truth.
good. It's going to be good for a person like you with that big, beautiful TV that you have and that surround sound. You're going to hear a lot of clacking. You're going to hear a lot of
Yeah,
clacking.
yeah.
And those linebackers are going to do their part. So I see Hill Green. I also see your boy Silman Craig going to have a big game too because they're going to put
Ooh,
they're
boy,
going to.
I forgot about him, boy. You know he like to come down in that box.
But I still look at it. I'm like, I like him in that box, but he's more effective he's more effective both ways. He's just so talented. I like
He
a bigger
talented, bro.
Carter. I like that Carter's so much bigger. I like a bigger body in there. So when they pop it, they pop it.
See, the
Silver.
problem is why you don't see you talking about Stoudemire, right?
Yeah,
Stoudemire ain't reading films like this dude. He know the play, what coming.
I understand. I understand.
He understand what the play cause Benny them say, I'm relaying me and Hill Green, we be in the film when we get together and we relaying them to play what finna come. And soon they relay it. Here come here come
Carter,
that safety.
Sodomite.
Here
Yeah,
come that safety. He come
but
down in the box. And I really thought he was small. But man, I went and saw a picture. I didn't say that picture. Me and Brian were talking about it last night.
him and Ed
Man, he
Reed,
shot him and Ed Reed same side, bro.
he's a little taller
Same
than
side.
Ed Reed.
Yeah. I said,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I said, man, this Photoshop or what? But anyway, like I say, yeah, Hill Green gonna be the most important player. And y'all talking through what Sim Craig, boy. Both of them
But
gonna be important, I believe.
but I'm going Hill Green and Bentley because they're gonna have an opportunity to get turnovers.
They're on that second level. They'll get him for.
If it's wet, and it's probably gonna be wet, and you put your helmet on that football comes out. I can see some turnovers this game because it's gonna be sloppy. It's gonna be sloppy out there. It's gonna be rain. It's gonna be wet. I can see that ball hitting the ground, and it's gonna hit the
They come
ground
out
because
tornado one out there. Tornado getting
yeah,
ready for a tornado out there.
yeah, it's gonna
I
be
said,
some
oh,
hitting going on. And if it's some hitting
yeah,
going
I
on
believe.
like I
Yeah, it's gonna be.
expect,
Yeah, it's
that
gonna be a
ball's gonna
flood.
get coughed up.
Be a slugfest. Gonna be a slugfest. So also, chat on the offensive side, who y'all gonna be looking for to have a good game? Who's gonna be the most important part on Colorado offensive side of the football? Put it down in the chat and let me know. I'm trying to keep y'all active. Got 142 people tuning in tonight.
I'm going.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm going crazy on this one. Offense, Hayden.
Hey,
Yep, I'm going Hayden because Hayden can dictate if they play this right. Hayden can dictate everything two does because if Hayden running effective like he should and like he was, he's getting 4 yards a pop. Two's going to be so much effective because now he can do a play action, act like he's giving it to him, going to buy him a second. And the next thing I noticed with Hayden too, if we go back to his film, him in the flats, he does something with the ball when he gets it in the flat. So he becomes a weapon there too. So it opens up a whole lot of things for CU. And I can see that definitely helping them out and getting them started on the offensive side. So I'm going to go Hayden. Even though I know 12 going to get 100 yards.
I'm going Travis all the way. If they don't get that ball, Travis, they can't win to me. That's just me.
Oh,
I think Travis always gonna be a. Our Jizzle said, "Hey, he agreed with you," which I like. Hey, it gonna be a key. Marquis said, "Horn, Jimmy Horn, Florida boy. You know he gonna show out." Miss Barbara Foster should do it.
2.
He got the ball in his hand, so I can't say. I ain't no right or wrong answer. Troy, what's Troy?
No, because you don't
Troy
know.
player.
It could be
Will
Will
Shepherd.
Shepherd. You don't
Bounce
know. It
back
could be
game.
Omarion Miller. You just don't know with
Yep.
CU because they got so
Jim
much talent.
Horn. Miss Selma Jones that named the whole team. I just said, you and Miss Jones something there, boy. Marquis said, well, yeah, Michael Webb, yeah. Cut dog, what's up, cut dog? 29-7, two running, man. Both all y'all got some good answers. I think we just need the whole team to show up. Whenever your number call, you need to show up. Show
But
up and
this is
show out.
but BWatts, when I watch CU, they're coming together as a team. This is I can't wait to see it on Prime. When they do the Prime and it comes out, later on in the
Mhm.
year, it's gonna be September probably. It's gonna be beautiful because you like, man, now you're gonna get to see behind the scenes on how everything
Team.
is coming together. You're gonna see what's going on with Tyler Johnson, which I just wish that young fellow, I don't know what's going on, that he could be in there because that would make a huge difference with the offensive line. You got the guy from FAMU that coming in if he's ready. It's going to be a beautiful thing. But you can see them coming together as a team, and that's a beautiful sight. And the opportunity for them to get even better. They haven't hit halfway of their potential yet.
They
If
haven't.
you re-
You're right.
because if you watch the games are like you can see them and like, man, they up here and then they go right back here. They haven't hit
Mhm.
their peak yet. So for me, it's like they're building up, building up,
Mhm.
building up, and the next thing you know, once they put that together, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah. I think when they start up them, that disciplinary come in. That discipline. Them penalties hold them back. Special team hold them back. Offensive plays called hold them back. Them sacks hold them back. They just ain't focused. Everybody ain't
It's
all in yet.
execution.
Uh,
It's
yeah.
execution, discipline, and execution, and that comes with confidence and believing in what you did in practice. You can perform it in a game. So I see it coming. I see it coming because if you
It's
looked
time.
at last game, they only had two penalties in the first half. That's what saved them. They only had two penalties in the
Yeah.
first half. Two.
Right.
It's that
Yeah.
second
They keep
half
that up.
that official couldn't let that whistle go. And I tell you
Yeah. We
what,
got to.
what, what
We got to beat the referee too. There. You know that.
and what really hurt when that Augustus scored that touchdown, that wasn't no hole. I, man, Seaton was putting his hand. Seaton threw that dude on that ground, and he had him. They double teamed. Seaton had the guy, and then Seaton took over by himself and put that man on that ground, and they called holding. I said, "Come on, folks. Now that is not no holding on that man. You can stop that foolish." But it is what it is. At the end of the day, what it did show me was this: they can run that football.
Yeah. They
See, you
can.
can run that
Yeah.
football.
That offense line ain't doing so bad either to me.
If you
Two
go,
holding that ball too long, man, and he won't step up. He bail out too fast, and he won't step up in that pocket. He won't step in that pocket, and when he step up, if that first reader goes, dump it down to a running back. Now, on running
that's
back,
what I,
they were missing
that's what I
blocks
call.
too, because they was trying to get out there in their routes instead of going to your route, pick up that blitz. I seen Michael Webb did that about
He
three or four
missed. Yeah,
times.
he
He
missed
missed.
two.
He just
He
ran
missed
straight
two.
by him. I said,
Yep.
no, yeah, don't
He
worry
he,
about
he
your route.
missed two. He
Yeah,
missed
cause
two, and that hurts when you miss the
yeah,
block. So yeah,
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
I said
saw it.
if he had just picked up that block, just chipped him, you know, gave one or two more seconds. Cause
That
Travis
would have been a
Wild, he
touchdown
just
too. I
about
think
in
that
play
was
and
a
just didn't
Jimmy.
come. Huh?
I think was that it was one Jimmy had a touchdown, and then
Yeah,
that one was
definitely. I
second.
went on myself. I said if he just had a just bumped and throw them off, I think Shadur would have got rid of that ball. But Michael trying to get out there in that flat, get up the middle and try to get in that route. He wasn't gonna catch. He wasn't gonna throw it to him. No way. You might as well stayed in there. Two looking for Lejante, Jimmy Horn Jr. or Travis.
But
That's who
but
we
it
looking
but
for.
it should be who's got the advantage. And
I know, man. I
every
know.
every
I know.
pass play every pass play that he does, he sees the coverage, and on that coverage, it tells you per the numbers, this is the person, this is where you should go with the ball. So you see
Right.
that, and if that's what you
Yeah.
see, that's where he needs to go, unless This is the unless Travis Hunter is one-on-one. If Travis Hunter one-on-one, I don't care who on it. I'm going to the 1-2. The 1-2 needs the ball.
That's who I'll be looking for. Cause he open up. Ain't nobody out there gonna guard him 1-on-1.
And the next thing I would ask too is this one here. If you're gonna throw the ball to him, keep it in play. Give him an opportunity. Don't keep the ball in play. Don't throw the ball out of bounds because Travis would have had
Hey,
a few.
I've been noticing Shadua been underthrowing a lot.
You noticed that too? You know,
Yeah, I
he
said,
has.
he underthrowing a lot. I don't
But
know
a
what's
lot of
going
that
on with
goes
that.
to. I'm sorry. Go, BWatts.
No, he be throwing off his back foot a lot, and he on throwing on the run too. He take his first 7 drop back like he supposed to, but he add 10 more to it. I be saying, boy, what's going on with that? I don't know.
Hey,
I ain't know.
hey.
I ain't.
But as a quarterback, once you get what you notice is this here with his footwork. When the offensive line is doing what they supposed to be doing, and they got him comfortable, his footwork is fine. Once you hit somebody as hard as he got hit on that one play that Shepard dropped that ball on, he got hit.
Uh-huh.
Homeboy, your feet gonna change when you getting hit like that. Your feet change a little bit. You go to dancing like James Brown once you get hit like that.
Hey, he don't took some shot this season. Ain't been before game already.
He's
That's
tough
why
as
I thought
nails,
maybe he
though.
would start getting that ball out of hand, but he keep on holding it. He keep on holding it.
I would rather, but if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm taking that out of his hands where he has to hold that ball. If you watch,
You think they
watch
routes
K,
be too long? You think
yeah,
them rivals be running too long?
watch KJ
Yeah.
Jefferson. Hey, watch KJ Jefferson. You're gonna be just shaking your head. They don't run no more than 5 to 15, 5 to 10 yards. That's it. 5 to 10 yards when they run it. And they gonna be he gonna roll to the right, either somebody going to the opposite side to the left, a running back, or he has the tight end and the running back and a receiver going up 10 yards, the tight end going 5 yards, and the running back in the flats, or he run the ball. They don't make it complicated,
They
but
keep
you
it
got to
simple.
defend it, and
Right.
that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe Pat Sherman go in his bag of trick this game. Cause it's gonna be a good game. Look like UCF got some talent on that team too.
If you go back and watch that TCU game and UCF
I didn't see though. What was their first game or their last game they played?
last game, it was
Oh,
35-34, and they missed, and they TCU was up by what 17 points in the third quarter,
okay. Okay.
and going to and 14 in the fourth quarter and lost the game. But
I gotta go
if
watch
you
that when we get out there.
if you watch those routes that they were running, oh my goodness. TCU, when you go back and watch, you're gonna say these boys, it's gonna be so bad. You're gonna be like, UCF. TCU was rolling. And that Hoover, that quarter, I thought he was Archie Manning for a minute. He was throwing that ball.
He was throwing it on him.
Hey, homeboy. He was up there. Them receivers going to the peak, going up there getting that ball. You
Yeah,
had
Coach
one
Ray
guy.
told me I talked to Coach Ray. I think talked to Coach Ray today. He said UCF ain't got but 1 sack all year.
That's it. And when I watched them, it ain't like they were getting to the quarterback. But the thing was, TCU was running routes in which, man, it was messing their DBs up. They DBs didn't know what to do. They couldn't stick with them. They couldn't stick with them. So if that is the case, and I'm looking at it, you don't need to create anything. Everybody, check this out, BWatts. Every time you listen to a coach, what's the first thing they tell you? Man, I'm watching that film. So why is it if you're watching film and I watched their last game, and that last game they couldn't defend this and they were poor against this, why aren't we seeing that in your game?
Wow.
But when it's us, we can't stop that middle run on the third down, quarterback sneak on the third down. And it's because we
Hey,
put the
Coach Hart was talking about that today. Coach Hart
yeah,
even said today. I said, wow,
what
if
the
he's saying
numbers
it,
don't lie. It ain't the fact that you can't stop it. You stopped it on first and second down. You did something. Whatever you do on third down, you need to change it.
man
Let's
in
go
the
back to
mirror.
first and second.
Hey, Michael Jackson got a song that says, "Looking at the man in the mirror."
I'm looking for the man in the mirror.
I said, Coach Hart
I'm
said,
asking
we,
him to
I
go
said,
his
dog, Coach Hart,
way.
you better listen to Michael Jackson because you the
Ain't
man.
no could have been in the clear. If you want to make this world a better place, take a look at yourself. Just make a
And make a
change.
change. Take a look at yourself and make a change. But anyway, hey, when we look at the offensive line, man, they kept taking in. They kept pulling people in and out via Lobo to till they got it right. I got a video on that boy. He was getting Robert right, boy. He was getting them the blues over there on the sideline, boy. That via
What,
Lobo, boy. What you think about the offensive line?
Where you know Phil was talking to Ray, and Ray told Phil, now if you want to get your contract signed, Phil, now you can't just sit there and let them boys hit two like they hit them. Now that don't make no sense. Now you can't let them do it, Phil. Well, Phil, what you got to do, Phil, you got to make sure that you're making some changes. So it's just like they draws. If your draws dirty, we gonna change them, and if they ain't blocking, we gonna change them too. So Phil changed them. So that's what we did.
Hey, what you call walked away? I thought about you. Said, don't go, Ray. Don't go, Ray.
Now don't go, Phil. Don't go, Phil. Now, get out of my way. I got to go now. Then you speaking with
Get me the
him,
hell out of
and,
here.
and you let him play pipe over there, and I ain't just going in there. You're taking my money. No, this ain't right. This ain't right. Now, Q, let's go. Get me out this place. Get me out, Q. Get me out.
Oh boy, so y'all got Michael Jackson and Ray Charles at the same time tonight. But when we look at the offensive line, though, Big Dog, what can they do better to make this thing right? I think
Well,
they
the
need to run the
offense.
ball, run the ball, and let them get the confidence up.
Well, that's the first thing. They can do a few things, and this is what I would do. I would add some more. I would add the tight ends. I would do the tight ends. I'd bring tight ends in on Seaton's side to get him comfortable, and then I would say, hey, let's start attacking Benson. Let Benson start hitting some people, and Seaton start hitting some people and attack. Let's try that, and then the next thing I would do is this one here. You got Draylon Miller. Put Draylon Miller in the backfield along with Hayden. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you didn't take, you still have your receiver in the game. That's the tricky part. See, that's what people don't tell you. You didn't take a receiver out because Draylon Miller is a receiver. So you just
Right.
got him in the backfield. So you still got your four receivers out there, but now you got different options. Those are the things that I would do with that offense to ensure that two got options and it slows up that defense. Because if Draylon Miller shoots out, you can say whatever you want to. Somebody got to guard him. Then you got your boy, your running back, going to flats. Now you spread people out where they can't do all that blitzing. If they do blitzing, hit it to the running back where you got Will Shepherd on that side. I would keep Will Shepherd on that side because Will Shepherd is an excellent blocker. That big 6'2", 200 and something, he blocks. I don't see a cornerback getting past him, DB getting past him. So he blocking, running back, Hayden running hard as he run. Man, that's 4-5 yards easily. And if one person missed, you got 15, 20 yards. So those are the things that I would do for my offensive line. What I would not do is what they did last week when two was back there and they was at the 15-yard line or whatever. Next thing you know, they at the 2-yard line, 3rd and 30. You can't do that, man. You cannot sit back there. If you know they're not comfortable, you can't sit back. Come on, folks. If my quarterback, you got sacked 3 times in a row.
Wow.
I would have did a draw. Well, what are we doing? Do a draw on 2nd down. If they don't expect y'all to run, and if they don't
They don't
expect you to
never run the
run,
ball on first down. Only time they run the
hey,
ball on first down, the first play of the game. They
that's the
don't
only
never do it on
time.
first down.
I'm
Yeah.
old school, and this is the worst part of it. BWatts, you got a you got a game winning defense. You got a playmaking defense that keep you in every game. People talk about, I'm gonna say this here, and I hope people hear this. Two can't win a game if the defense wouldn't have made all them stops.
Right. Yeah. I
Ain't no,
agree.
ain't no, yeah. Yeah, I know, because the other team will still be scoring. And what happens as slow as they start, you'll never be in a game. That defense keeps us in every game. The defense is the one who
Everything.
tells the offense, come watch the show, be a part of it,
Yeah.
join it, or watch it. Either one, we
Right.
gonna do all things. That
Mm-hmm.
defense, if you really look at it, the only thing I'll ask the defense is one thing. This is one thing I ask the defense. Two, when you get an opportunity to make a play, it's some interceptions that they should have had. They should have had about 4 or 5 more interceptions than they've had. Hit them right in the hands, and they've dropped them. I'm just saying, those are the kind of things that they got to make. If you're talking about winning championships and winning big games, those are the things you do to win big games. The next thing the defense needs to do is this one here. The defense needs to go to Livingston and say, hey, we need to have our best players out at all times. I understand all of this other stuff, but the numbers don't lie. This is me. I go straight into Livingston and say, hey, Livingston, we trying to do something special this year. And
Right.
we ain't trying to disrespect anybody. But if it's about winning, and for us it's about winning, we need to have the best players in on every dime. Period.
Right. Yep.
And that's just
I
me.
agree.
And I'm just throwing that out there. That's just me.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, man. But I just have to see. We just have to see, man. I don't know how this thing gonna go. But if they doing good on first and second down, I don't see why you don't think they're gonna do good on third down. Somebody kept telling me in the thing was on. I won't say it was on LinkedIn that Hill Green can't cover him and what's called can't cover a
But
running
they
back
cover
or a
on
wide
first and
receiver.
second down.
Yeah, that's what they cover on first and second down. What makes you
You
think they
you
can't
you
cover a running back on the backfield on third down?
you do
Come on now.
know you do know Bentley played at Clemson.
True.
You do know Hill Green played at Michigan.
Big Ten football.
And he went to Charlotte and was a star. Come on,
True.
folks, let's stop this. And he's gonna go to the
Yeah.
NFL and he's gonna do his thing. So let's stop
He
this.
sure
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's quit creating a narrative that fits whatever you want it to fit. At the
That's
end of the
right.
day,
Nah, I said I don't believe that right there.
but,
Yeah, you
but
gotta
I
play it that fair. You gotta play
I
it
got a
that fair at
question
all
for
times,
you.
man.
How do other teams do it?
They
They
let
they
their
keep
player
their
play. Let their
players in the
player play.
game. That's my
Yeah.
point. Every other team we play, and they linebackers are not better than ours, but they stay in
No.
first, second, and third down.
Right. You right. You right. You right. Only thing they need to be switching that defense line when they get tired.
That's it.
That's it.
That,
That's it. That's
and their shoes if they slipping, they cleats if they slipping.
it. Right. Yeah. That's it. Let them
That's it.
boys play. Let them hunt. And like you said, if they third now, and if you let them play on third now, they'll be number one against the
But
run.
this is the people in podcast land need to know this one. This is one game I don't have to worry about CU getting up for. This is CU Super Bowl because
Oh yeah.
these boys that now all the other games, I will say, even though last game, homecoming, it wasn't like they wasn't. You can tell they weren't fired up like Nebraska.
Oh
Nebraska,
no.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about what you're gonna see on Saturday is what you saw in Nebraska. Nebraska was fired up.
Yeah.
Nebraska was. You saw them boys frothing from the mouth. You looking at them, you like, man, them boys got rabies or something. They frothing from the mouth. They over there just eyes all buck.
Yeah.
They got corn in their hand. They was ready. So I expect to see CU go to Florida and let them go home and eat a little food and everything else and be ready to play. Because I don't care who you are. Them boys they mama gonna be watching them. Them boys from Florida, they mama. You think you
Boy.
gonna go down there and your mama watching you and her girlfriend son go to UCF and she gonna be over there, you getting embarrassed, and she looking
Yeah.
at you like, oh, my boy look way better than your son. No,
Hey,
it ain't
that's how
working
they
like that,
talk.
homeboy.
Yeah, that's how they talk, bro. Yeah. So I think you ain't, yeah, they gonna be up to this game. They going to Florida, man. They mess around and let that sun come out. Oh boy. Jeez, it's on, boy.
If that son, I don't
If Mother
care.
Nature just hold back, boy.
I want it to be. I want it to be. I want it to be one of them Miami, Florida. Let's stop it here. Let's stop it here, BWatts. Let's imagine this. We got a game in which you got Georgia and Alabama playing this week. Who talking about that game?
Hey, there's nobody talking about that game. What Nick Saban ain't coaching no more. Ain't nobody talking about that game.
You
They-
got the number 2 and number 4 team in the nation, and that team plays. Both teams play for the SEC, which is the greatest league conference in the world. Everybody
right,
say.
right.
Who talking about? Man, I ain't talking about that game.
Yeah, you haven't said now. I forgot all about it.
But
Everybody been
but
waiting on this game. We've been waiting on
but
this game since off season. Since the last game of last year. Said, man, they go to Florida. Them boys from Florida. They play UCF. Man, ooh-wee.
but you
What a
need to
game
think.
this gonna
But
be.
just think about that. Just think
Yeah.
about that. Just think about that. This place is gonna have probably 80-some thousand people in them stands, or 100,000 people in them stands, and everything else. But you got America thinking about Colorado and UCF.
Hey, hey, what big news say they gonna be? We gonna be in Florida. We ain't studying
Hey,
Georgia, Alabama. We going to
we
Florida.
gonna be there with a hurricane. You got the
Get in the
Colorado
hurricane.
Hurricanes coming.
Who do that? Who said I'm gonna be in the hurricane? Coach Prime coming to Florida with his Louis. Oh man,
Coach
I can't wait to talk to Rod about this
Coach
tomorrow at
Prime
12 o'clock.
is the hurricane. He's stirring everything
He's
up.
stirring
He's stirring
everything,
it
bro.
up,
Yeah,
baby.
he's
He's
stirring it
stirring
up,
it
boy.
up.
Exactly what he's doing. He's stirring it up, boy. He's stirring that pot up, boy.
And he gonna take they recruits when he leave out the door.
He don't flip one.
He he done flipped 3.
He don't flip three this year so far.
That's what he said. You didn't hear his interview.
Nah, not today. I didn't.
They say Coach Prime, you done flipped 1 already. He said 1. It's 3. He said
Yeah.
oops. He said oops. I shouldn't have said that. I know I should have said.
Oh, he did. I missed it. I didn't see the interview today, man.
Oh, I pay attention. I say, could Coach say all 3? He said, yeah, all 3. He said, oops, I guess I shouldn't have said that. My bad.
Yeah, Go Pride know what he was doing.
He let you know. If y'all
Yeah,
come to Colorado, it's gonna change everything. They can see the vision. People can see the vision. Can you imagine you seeing a left tackle freshman out there, and they say Seton won an award this week for Player of the Week as a freshman or something. He won an award for most
yeah, I saw that.
for freshmen.
I saw that.
So you see him, you see Draylon Miller out there doing his thing. You see Micah doing his thing. You seeing some other ones on special teams doing some stuff. And then you seeing Carter Stoudemire out there, who's a sophomore, doing his thing. Man, you sitting around there, you like, golly, I can play here. Not only I can play, I can star. And not only can I be a star, we on national television.
Right, right,
What else you need? What else you need?
right.
And let me hit you with something else. They got real commercials here. You got Kentucky Fried Chicken, you got Google, you got Nike, you got real commercials around here. You got United Airlines. You got real commercials. You ain't got that play stuff. You ain't got them fake. You ain't got them ones that you just them bootlegs. This real. This real CEO type money. You got Gatorade. This real money here. So all I'm
Yep.
saying is, if you're telling your kids about being a brand and making money and going out doing, and the thing that I like about Colorado is this: if I go to Alabama and I'm a running back, do you think you're gonna ever be one of the greatest running backs that Alabama ever had?
No, because you're gonna be on full string.
No. I ain't just saying that. Even if you're on first string, look at the horse, Derrick Henry. Look at the horses you got before you. Richardson, Henry.
Right.
You got horses. If you go to Alabama and you're an offensive tackle, you think you're gonna be the best offensive tackle? You just another person out of 5-star. Ohio State, you name it, Ohio State. You just another 5-star.
Right.
You go to Colorado, you put yourself on the map like Seton did. Seaton probably gonna go down as the greatest left tackle Colorado ever had.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe
Ain't
that.
no I believe. Seaton gonna buy
Yeah,
it, and he gonna leave his junior
he
year.
looking
Seaton
good
gonna go
so
down as
far.
the greatest left tackle ever because look what he's doing this year, and look at his size. Look at his productivity and his size. Now, just imagine he's gonna get bigger next year. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about muscle wise and strength. And
Right.
he's going to have his confidence and he's going to have his tool belt where they're going to let Seaton get away with some stuff next year because of his respect that he's going to have around the league. So now you're going to have a monster. You're going to have a monster. So just imagine if I'm a young guy coming out, when I leave a university, I want them to say, if it's me, I want to have the opportunity to say, I remember him. But man, you go to Alabama, you're a dime a dozen because just look at it. How many people look at all those 5 stars at Alabama? Who do you really remember?
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I can't argue with that. Yeah, I can't argue with that. They got a rich tradition. That's what
They
they
got,
got.
and that's my point. So if either you want to be one of the, you just want to join something, or you want to make something, and that's
Yeah.
my thing. I want to make something. So when
Yeah.
we're talking about something, I can build my brand bigger because I'm like, I help make that. I didn't just join a winning team. I helped create something. When you create something, it's yours. So when you go back to Colorado, man, as an alumni and you created it, man, it's different than I went to Alabama. Yeah, we won 10 games, but then you got the other ones in front of you. Man, we went undefeated and we won the national championship. We won the national championship 3 years in a row. You just won one SEC championship. Man, you ain't got no props.
Right. Right. I agree
But
with you.
I'll leave that alone. I digress.
Yeah. Yeah. So when we look at Shadur coming in this game, what kind of game you expect you to have this game? Them scouts gonna be down there. Them scouts gonna be down there. I don't
The
care if it is
scouts are
raining.
everywhere.
If Yeah, I know. I don't care if it is raining, but the way
The
it been
scouts
raining
are
up
at his
there Saturday,
practice.
yeah, I know.
And
But I'm gonna say, with the rain and going on, I don't care what kind of weather it be.
he's still
Two
gonna
gonna
get
throw
over
the
300
ball.
yards
He still
because
gonna throw the ball.
Two gonna throw that pill regardless of what you got going on. And for me
Exactly.
as a
Yeah.
quarterback, I really want to throw the ball because now them DBs slipping. And with Travis Hunter and you
Mm,
slipping, or Jimmy and you slipping, man,
mm.
that's butter. Because all
Yeah.
I got to do is just, even if he underthrow him, you know what's gonna happen? Them cornerbacks gonna get so nervous running, and they gonna grab him every time. And you're gonna have a 15-yard. You're gonna see some penalties on Saturday because as soon as Travis them beat them boys, they grabbing socks, shorts, everything else. Because who wants to be embarrassed in front of their mom? Travis Hunter just mossing you, going up there just taking a man. You don't want that. Man, I'm grabbing Travis by the ankle and everything up, man. You gonna get this 10 yards because you ain't getting this touchdown. And you go from there. So I see over 300 yards from two. Two gonna have a strong game. But
Yeah, I think
he
gonna.
need to be surgical.
Yeah, I think he gonna bounce back. I think he got off to a slow start last there. I think he gonna come out gunning this time. I really
But
do.
you talk,
I really,
but we talking about bounce back. He still had
I know,
343
but I'm
yards.
just saying before his quarterback performance last Saturday, was my worst seeing him play, and he still won. For his
Yeah,
pass completion and stuff, I ain't never
but
seen
what?
him all talking like he was last Saturday.
Yeah, he was
That's
off.
just me.
He
I'm
was
talking
off.
about me. I'm talking
Yeah, he
about
was
me
off.
personally. Everybody else might have done seen something different. I'm talking about me. I ain't never seen him be off talking like he was last Saturday. But this Saturday, I'm looking for him to be on point blank.
Oh,
Point
absolutely,
blank.
absolutely. I agree with
Point
you. I
blank.
agree with you.
Yeah.
Regardless
Yeah.
of
I
the
believe they
weather,
was to ask him now. He said, yeah, he said it. I gotta play better. I gotta play better. Yeah.
but
I'm looking
but
for him
it's
to come back
good
this time.
it's good to get a win when you don't play at your highest peak.
You
It's
know what I'm
also
saying?
good.
Yeah. That, man, cause like Prime said, last year we would have lost that game. They would have lost that game last year.
They lost
And
they lost that game by 30 some points.
what's that? Dog, this is
You didn't watch you evidently you didn't watch that Washington game that I watched. That they
about
went up to
last year.
Washington against Cam Ward last year. Man, that game was, man, they, oh
Oh yeah,
my
that game
goodness.
was over second quarter, man.
when that boy ran that ball backwards and picked up the ball and ran it in for a touch, they scored every which way but loose. Man, they scored on
Yeah,
special teams, they scored on defense, they scored on man. I'm looking, I'm just shaking my head. Shadu on the
yeah,
ground crawling. I said, man, this is ridiculous. And
yeah,
and and they gave and what I saw in that game, they gave up. They said, Uncle, we don't want to have nothing to do with here. But in this game, them boys came. We got some grown men. Them grown men say they ain't. You gonna have to beat them, and that's what I like.
right.
So they're gonna do very well. Two, I see him bouncing back on this one here. But if you look at two's averaging almost 340 yards a
I
game,
know. Yeah, yeah. And he ain't crunk up yet, really. Like
and
I
he
said, I
still
see potential. I see
be
potential
watching.
in the
That's the
team. They
crazy
just ain't.
part. He still ain't had a signature game in which it was like, wow, that TCU type game where he just cooking. He still ain't had
Yeah.
that cooking, and he's gonna
No, he
have
ain't had it
three
yet.
of them, and he gonna
Yeah,
have three of them where he's cooking.
yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
I can't wait to
So
see it.
yeah, once they get everything together, I think they're just trying to figure out which offensive line they
Combination.
can get on a regular basis and get comfortable with. I think they're gonna be able to roll. But I'm telling you, they wasn't incorporate a tight end in there every now and then. They can get it going. Don't worry about the tight end going out. Just stay in there and help block. Yeah,
And and
he can
and,
cook.
and I don't know why they don't play Sam Hart a little more because Small they showed Small and Small missed a couple assignments last game that really hurt. He missed a couple assignments on blocking. He sure
Right.
did. If you go back and watch, he missed it. So I'm surprised that Sam Hart ain't getting a little more play, especially with the experience that he has of playing tight end. I would have thought that he'd get a little bit more playing time because he could be in there blocking and then release out and then go from there as far as understanding how a tight end really plays that position because he done played it for what last 3 years in college. So
Right.
with his experience, especially at Ohio State, the way they do things, the blocking and everything else, I would have thought that he'd be very effective with our offense. So I'm looking forward to seeing him a little bit on there too.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how it play out. And like like everybody's saying, man. Everybody keep telling me, man. And I looked at the tape, well, that running back just looked different, boy. For UCF. He looked different, man. Harvey. I don't think we
Yeah,
don't play the running back with his talent level yet.
yeah, you did.
Who?
I'll
Who got
tell
a
you.
run? Who had a running back on his level?
Nebraska's running back was nice.
He ain't on this. He ain't on RJ Harvey level.
You can say
Not from the
that, but
film what I saw.
hey.
And they so back, they feature him. Nebraska didn't feature they running back like they.
But Nebraska, but you got to realize Nebraska don't play the brand of football that they play
That's
at
what I'm trying.
UCF.
I just said, Steve, I ain't seen no running back like RJ Harvey. Colorado don't play yet.
The boy from
Until
CSU
they give
ran
it a play
hard
on.
too.
Like I said, I haven't. You might have, but I haven't. I ain't seen them, but I saw on film. Well, that boy here a game changer.
Well, yeah. He's a game changer, but the offense help his offense helps him though. You have
But
an
I just
offense
saying,
where
yeah, I know.
you you have
You
an
supposed to
offense
feature
that
somebody like that. You got a running back like that. You supposed
yeah.
to feature him.
Yeah. But no, I mean his offense helps him because he has a quarterback that actually runs too. So
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm saying.
you're watching a whole lot. They're doing a lot of motion with speed receivers, and they got a very good tight end too. They got a very good tight end over there too. So you're watching all of that, and you're moving linebackers out the way. You're moving safeties out of the way, and now you got that big quarterback in him. It you miss one tackle, man. Them boys gone. Them boys gone. So
Yeah,
it
exactly
helps them.
that. Yeah. Yeah, they can't leave that field over that middle of the field open this time on third down.
No. You leave it open this time. I'm going to bed early because it's gonna be a long night.
won't be no talk show after they get it.
Hey, it'll be a sleep show.
That's right. Hey, What
Who?
Bernard and Steve at? The boys ain't on yet. Shit, man, please. No, they can't miss no
Hey,
assignment, man. Coach Hart said,
I'm calling the
he said,
hogs.
yeah, man. I heard Coach Hart say we just got a line and assignment. Do your job. He said that today at his interview. Everybody just need to do their job on that defensive side. Don't try to do nobody else. Trust your teammate. Trust them that they'll be at the right spot when they supposed to be there, and just do your job. Well, I can't wait
But
to see
even
how they gonna do their job.
and football is just that simple. And that's why I think when people up at CU try to tell people, hey, please be cognizant of some things that you're seeing and look at your point of view, you really don't know that they showed those young men that they really were supposed to be in that spot. And we're like, man, what happened? I can't believe that. And then when you find out the coaches were telling them, this is where you need to be. You hear them on well off or something, and on well off, you'll hear them right before that play even start. They're telling them the ball is coming right here, and they still don't do it. They go running somewhere else. So those are things, and us as fans are going there, man, did you see that? You have to understand everything is not what you're seeing at times because you don't know the whole story. And when you
Yeah,
don't know the whole story, you're just looking at, oh, I saw this. Well, you saw that, but that really wasn't what happened. What should have happened is
yeah. It
where I
don't cost
put
me
it.
a couple times. Yeah,
Yep.
it don't cost me a couple games like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Brian said, "Do you think Colorado gonna play man more? Man gonna play man? Yeah, I do. I do think they're gonna do that. I wish they'll
Yeah.
mix a little zone in there every now and then, especially when you're third and long. Why you playing man?
I don't get
That's my
that. I
thing.
do not
I
get
don't get
that.
that.
Because if you play zone on those third and longs, but I'm talking about the zone in which you play up close. You don't go back five. I'm talking about the zone. You play up close and let them after 5
Yeah,
yards.
down. Yeah,
And then, yep, down and distance. And then you could, that's the kind of zone I'm talking about. But you still look like man, but you pop it up in zone. And that
mhm.
way you're able to make play, especially with the ends that they got. If you do that, it's going to confuse that quarterback. And when it confuses that quarterback, it gives that end an extra second to get to that quarterback. And that should be a sack.
Right. I agree. I agree.
And you
They've
got
been
to stop
close.
these quarterbacks running straight up the middle. You need to do something to
Yeah.
stop that because how many first downs you need to get before you realize, come on, guys, you might get a first down going wide, but you're not getting one going up the middle no more. I'm telling both of my linebackers, you are not leaving this middle. I don't care who runs to that thing. The DB got to make the tackle and the free safety. It's not until you see that quarterback get rid of that ball are you leaving here.
Hmm. Yep.
That would be me.
I
And
would
if
do the
they
same thing.
left, and if they left, they'd be sitting right beside me, and their parents would be watching them right beside me the whole rest
Yeah.
of this game. You can say, "Hey, man, you can go. Hey, since it's a monsoon, you might well put a towel over your head because you done tonight. The only way you getting in this game, everybody got to get injured, and I'm still going getting a walk on and put them in there because you didn't do what I told you to do."
Yeah. Yeah. They got to be disciplined, man, and stick to the game plan and know their assignment. Yeah, gap control everything in this game. Cause they already know. Gus Malzahn already don't say we're gonna run the ball. He, Gus Malzahn, the coach,
But
he
nothing is,
said
but not.
we ain't switching nothing. We gonna run it.
But this is Gus' MO. He has never changed. Gus, this is what he does. He gets a quarterback like this here, and this is what they do. So you don't have no surprises when it comes to Gus. You know he's running the football. So either you're gonna tighten up your chin strap
Some
and
gotta
you're gonna
give though, Mr. Steve. Some gotta give though there. The defense, they running guy. That running back, I heard you see the RJ interview,
uh-uh.
press conference, the running
Uh-uh.
back. You did. He said, yeah, he confident, man. He
He should
confident.
be. He
Yeah, he
should
said,
be.
yeah, he said, we're gonna run the ball. we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna
And
run it.
and, and I ask you, BWatts, what should he say?
You're right. You're right. He said Travis, Travis. Travis the high. Travis is a high. He
But
should be
but
leading.
but Travis got to defend me when I'm running his rock.
That sounds like what he wanted to say. He just said Travis got to come up and hit me. What's up, Dale?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, man. He was talking trash, and boy, he talked with confidence, man. Now I was looking
But
at that
that's
interview.
not but that's what a football player who's gonna back up what he's saying,
Yeah,
that's what he's supposed to say.
that's what he supposed to say. You're right. That's what he supposed to say. I don't know what they were
This
supposed
is
to.
this is a 1,400 yard running back. What you think I'm gonna say? This man run for 100 yards in every game. What you think I'm gonna say? They gonna stop the run? No, you're not gonna stop the run because we gonna keep Malzahn gonna run this ball 45 times, regardless if they get one
Oh
yard
yeah,
or two
yeah,
yards. He gonna run the
yeah.
football.
He might. I was looking at Phil. He gonna run this thing about 40, 50 times, man. Like I say,
Exactly.
I'm telling you the key thing, Mr. Steve, that third down for Colorado. If they
It's
don't,
huge.
if they don't make them changes, they gonna be all right. But if they make them changes, man, man, man,
Hey, all I'm saying, don't make it difficult.
right?
And the next thing I'm gonna tell them, I got a question. Did you see Eon Massey? Did you see Cheney? Did you see the Wood boy, Wood young man? Did you see Riley? Did you see Herman Smith? Why aren't these boys on special teams last week?
Hey, I looked at Coach Ray told me they go back and I watched that video. They was out there
I need to
on
go
that
watch it again.
on that touchdown. Coach Ray told me. I said, yeah, JB, all of them's out there.
I saw some other colors out there
I
too.
know you said, yeah, well, I saw, but I'm telling you, when you put it on job, you started seeing them numbers. I said, that's 40. I said, dog, that is J. Coach Ray was right.
I need to
They
go. I
was
need to
out
go.
there.
I need to go back and watch it then. Now they might.
I argue, me and Coach Ray we talked about a good 30 minutes then. I argued him to death. He said, B-Watt, go look at it, because I just got through looking at it. So I went back and looked at it. So I got to text him back and said, boy, you right? Well, Coach Ray, if
So
you tune in, you were right. On that kickoff, yeah, they was out there.
well.
They was just on the other side of the ball. They was just on the other side. They need to
So who was
spread the
on?
talent
Who was?
wide
Hey,
out.
hey, hey. Who was on this side?
Yeah, them boys. Them boys. It was homecoming. Yeah. Ray. Come back, Ray. Come back, Ray. Don't leave, Ray. Don't leave, Ray. It was
Now,
homecoming.
now,
Their
now,
mama
now,
was
now,
there. The
now, now,
alumni
now,
was
now,
there.
now, 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 Coach Dre saying, that they was out there,
Right.
they might have been out there, but they had some people out there that normally ain't out there now. Now I know
Yeah.
because of homecoming, they had to put some of that. They put some of that sugar out there. And when you put some of that sugar, it just didn't work. Now all I'm telling you is. We ain't worried about a homecoming because it was getting ready to be a real homecoming because some people weren't gonna make it. They weren't gonna make it. You cannot you can't give up 10 points because you want somebody mama to watch them at a game. If they want to watch them, you better take a picture of them on the sideline, get your Kodak, take a picture of them, and just
Hey,
do what you
Steve.
gotta do.
Don't leave, Steve. Don't leave.
Well, I got to leave. I got to
Don't
leave.
leave, Ray.
Get
Ray,
me out
don't
of here.
leave.
Because
Ray,
if
don't
you're
leave.
gonna tell me
Don't leave.
we gonna play people just because it's homecoming, then just play them. Then put Elvis on and just play them. Then that's what we gonna do.
Like, but they was out there. I ain't gonna say all of them was out there, but
All of them went out there.
I seen JB, I seen Hood.
Hood, I know Hood was out there because
Yeah, and I
one
saw
of his.
Johnny Chainsaw Training 22. That's Chainsaw. I
Yeah,
did see them. They was out there. But not all of them. I ain't see Herm Smith. None of them
I
guys
ain't
out there.
see Matt. Well, I got to see if Massey was out there because Massey's that free safety that they put on there. He can hit too. He can hit.
Yeah, I didn't see them out there. I didn't see them. But
Okay,
I
okay.
think they're gonna fix this game. They
Well, I know
straight
they're
now.
gonna
They're
fix
gonna
it
be
this
right now.
game.
But you got to give it to them though. On special team, the first three games, they lights out. Even when Feely wasn't kicking the ball to the end zone, me and Brian Howard talking about this last night. They special teams, even when he didn't kick, when you kick it through the end zone, you automatically get the ball to 25, right?
Yes.
CU special teams, they were having that 20-yard line. That was it. If you go
But
back and
my
look at
que- but my question is,
it, I know what you said.
were all the original ones who
I,
was initially out there, were they at the one last time?
Coach, like I told you, I talked to Coach Dre today. He told me, he said, B, hold on now. I went back and I looked at it. Them ball was out there. And when I got off the phone with Coach Dre, I saw JB, I saw Hood, I saw Chaney. I saw the three out there. Now I didn't see number six
But
of them out there.
you naming three, but it's
But
eight other ones out there.
well, you go look for yourself, Ray. Yeah.
well, well,
Well,
well,
Ray,
well, well,
well,
well,
Ray,
well, well,
I know you said you
well,
finna
Ray,
leave. Well, go on then, Ray.
if I see
You
them,
need to
then you
leave, Ray.
better know
Instead of
they
you
ain't out
saying,
there
Ray,
because I ain't seen them.
I'm trying to tell you, Ray. Yeah, what I saw.
Now, you know Ray, baby. You know Ray got to feel that rest because
Hey,
I
and
got to
maybe
feel that
yeah.
rest.
And check this out. Bentley, I saw Bentley out there too. Bentley was on that play. 20.
Well, Bentley wasn't on the play because that play went 100 and
Well,
some
I know he
yards.
wasn't on the play. He was on the field. He was on the field. Man, let me switch this conversation. Get out that place, man. Man, them folks done told me to chill. I got to chill a little bit. Just a little bit, Mr. White. Just a little bit. Take it off a little bit. But
Okay.
when you look at when we look at this pass rush that we got to put on, you say KJ, they gonna be throwing the ball short. Do you think BJ Green, Daniel Hayes, I ain't say get a sack, gonna be able to put pressure on KJ Jefferson,
Oh,
making
absolutely.
just get
Yes. They're going to be able to get. They're going to be able to get what you want to do. It ain't about getting a sack. It's about getting in his face, getting him off his
yeah.
spots. And once they do that, they're going to be able to do that. If every game, if you really look at it, those edges have gotten to the quarterback. They have maybe haven't gotten the sacks that we want, but they have
Mhm.
putting pressure on the quarterback. The key is this one here. They need to be alignment and assignment. They need to be
Right,
in those lanes where they're forcing him inside. And when they
right.
force him inside, it's going to be up to those linebackers to finish. And those
Hmm.
linebackers got to finish. But for Green and Hayes, one thing I can say, if you look at it, they are making plays now. And I mean making plays.
I
They
know
are
BJ.
hitting the
Yeah,
quarter.
yeah.
So I see them
They
I see
clicking now.
them doing very well. And they have seen this with North Dakota. Every game they've seen it basically with North Dakota State was a huge game in which they're going to be seeing the same thing. So it's like a repeat thing. And then you're going over practice and you're seeing it much more. They're going to have an opportunity to make some big plays. I just want them to get in his face, hit him in the chest, and let him throw that ball. I want him to throw the ball. Because if he throw the ball, it's gonna be good for CU. He gonna make a couple plays throwing the ball. They'll make a couple catches. Like, oh, okay, but they're gonna give you something. Jefferson will give it.
Yeah, he
He'll
will. He
take
did last
some,
year. I
but
know.
he'll
Yeah,
give
he'll
you
get you
some.
some. Yeah, he
He'll
sure
give
get
you
it to you.
some.
Yeah, you just got to catch it.
You just got to catch the ball. And if he
Yeah,
throw it to 1-2, now he gonna catch it.
yeah.
1-2
12 get
gonna
it.
catch it.
Yeah, 12
So,
get. They ain't gonna throw it to him though. You already know
well,
Gus
I'm not gonna
Malzahn
say
ain't
they're
going for
not
that.
gonna throw it because you got to realize Jefferson throw it to his first option. And if his first option is up where Travis at, Jefferson gonna throw it. Jefferson gonna throw that ball because
Yeah.
that's what he do. Because he ain't going to that third. He might go to this. He'll go to the second because he'll go to the running back. But he ain't going to no third. If he got to go to the third, you should have sacked him.
Yo, yeah. Anytime any quarterback go to the third, that means you
You should
ain't
sack him.
getting no
You
pressure
should
on him,
sack him.
man. Yeah, you gotta get some
So
pressure on him some kind of way. Yeah.
Coach Dre gonna tell you when he get on here tomorrow, it's gonna be a physical uh whole. It's gonna be one of the. It's gonna remind. This is what it's gonna remind you of. It's gonna remind me. I watched Florida State and Miami wet game. It was just a dog fight. It's two physical
That's what
teams.
I
They
want to be.
hitting. It's gonna be a dog fight.
Bentley went on and said it today. He said this game ain't for the faint of heart. This game, you got to buckle up and go get it. Then the house said, "You ready for it?" He said, "I've been doing this all my life." Billy, no, he's right. He's ready, man. He's ready.
Just like Coach Dre say, if you force him to throw the ball, you gonna get something. He will give you the ball. So you're gonna CU is gonna get some opportunities. Like if y'all go back and watch, even against Nebraska, every game CU's had opportunities. Now they took advantage of it in and CSU. They got the ball at CSU. But every game, CU is going to get an opportunity to get big plays. And it's up to those players to be focused and attention to detail, and for another player not to do something boneheaded when you get an interception, like put your hand in somebody's face because you're tired or something, a penalty like that, which takes away from it. As long as they don't do something like that, CU is going to get their opportunities, and they have every game because they play so aggressive. So I have no problem with that defense. That defense, every game, they've only given up 21 points a game. That's it. You can count 31, but 10 of them belong to special teams, so that's 21. You can go to Nebraska. Nebraska, they didn't give up no 28 points. It just didn't happen. And I ain't counting the ones which your boy had the interception, Bentley had the interception, subtract that 7. And then McKinley had his interception, you subtract that 7. So you could have it if they would have made their plays, their numbers would be even lower. Because when they didn't make a play, the other team scored. On the Bentley, they scored, and on the Kinley, they scored when they didn't make those interceptions.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like I say, yeah, you want to take away the old plays and they make some plays, they probably won't even score that. They defense.
No, you can't score. You can't because you got the ball. You can't score if you turn
Right.
the ball over.
Right. Right. But I just think they're gonna. I'm just looking for when they all put it together. I think when the offense and the defense and the special team come together as one and just have one good game together, that confidence is gonna carry on to the next game, and that's where you're gonna see CU roll.
BWatts, this is what I see for this game. Coach Prime really, if y'all pay attention to Coach Prime really see this here. If you really envision this, the way everything is falling out right now, if CU go down there and do what they supposed to do and shock the world and go out there and put an impressive game up, it's going to turn everything around. If you think they stole 3 recruits this week, just imagine they go down to UCF and do what they supposed to and handle business, and all them Florida boys see Jimmy and all of their best friends, looking good on that CU on national TV, on ESPN, everybody, the whole state of Florida, even though it's going to be a monsoon, all they're going to be talking about, who make plays in this game and how they look and what they feel about these teams and on how Coach Prime down there flossing. I just love to see these uniforms because I think these uniforms, Coach Prime going to pull something out for this game. He might pull the gold helmet. Coach Prime going to pull something out for this game. Them gold
He gonna pull something out this game. I'm special, huh?
It's a
I bet
special
they
game.
were looking at this game.
I can see the Notre Dame, like this would be a perfect time if they had them helmets like Notre Dame. This is a time for Coach Prime to pull a rabbit out where they come out there and you like, God, look at them uniform. They ready. All them boys in Florida gonna be looking like, golly, did you see them come out of there? Did you see the way they look? It will change CU's whole recruiting class. They'll be like, oh, I thought Coach Prime ain't going. Let me tell y'all podcast land. Coach Prime ain't going nowhere. I can see the team he got. Coach Prime team next year, Coach Prime gonna have a top 10 defense next year. I'm talking about top 10. All across the board, top 10 defense next year. If you think this defense good, wait till you see the one next year. That's gonna be ran by Stoudemire. Stoudemire now. Gonna be ran by them Barnes. Gonna be ran by McNeil. Gonna be ran by them new boys. You got the boy from Detroit. That boy from Detroit, and you got the other boy from Florida. I mean, from CU. They are going to have an outstanding defense next year. And I ain't counting the DBs. I ain't going to tell you that McKinley and Hood and the rest of it, and then you got Isaiah. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah. So when you look at Colorado going to Florida with all them Florida players on the team, who really got home field advantage? Who gonna have home field advantage? Will it be UCF or is it Colorado? Who really gonna have home field advantage?
It's gonna be beautiful to see. I think you'll have 60% UCF and 40% CU. And the reason I say that, because even, you know, wait, it might not be, because people gonna sell them tickets. Hey,
Exactly,
them
boy.
people in Florida know business. They gonna sell them tickets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You gonna see it. What I will tell you is this one here. It's gonna be a sold out game,
Oh yeah,
and
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh
I don't
man.
care what the
Big
weather
news gonna
does.
be there, man. Oh yeah. Coach Brian coming home. Man, don't tell them who all Coach Brian don't contact down there in Florida.
As long as they're able to go to the game, everybody knows that's the best. That's the best show in town this week.
Yeah.
That's UCF, and that's amazing when you got Florida State, you got Florida, you got Miami, and the best show in town is a team coming from the Midwest coming to Florida
Yeah. With Deion Sanders and the crew.
with
He
Deion
bringing his
Sanders
Louis,
running the
y'all.
show.
He bringing his Louis with him, man.
He's stirring it up,
He stirring that pot up, boy. It's gonna be a
but
good one. I can't wait,
but
man.
but how can you bring Louis and then you take somebody else's Louis?
Yeah, that what gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. He's bringing his
Win, lose,
Louis,
or draw. He going
and
out there.
he gonna take some Louis on his way out.
Yeah, man. So hey, like I said, we got 3 more minutes, man. We're gonna end this thing. Want to thank everybody. We got 200 people tuning in right now. Hey, we appreciate y'all for dropping in on us every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. I want to thank Steve for always being here on Tuesday night. He punched that clock at 7:45 every night, y'all, on Tuesday night. So hey, we appreciate him for doing that. You don't have to do it, but for the goodness out of his heart, he's here to bring y'all the best in content creator for Coach Ryan and the Colorado football team. And I appreciate him for doing that. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, I will be back at noon tomorrow with Rob the Man Media. And that later on that night, I'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Coach Drake. So
With
we're
Coach
looking
Drake.
for a good time. Uh,
Yeah.
man, right here, Steven started it off, and we're gonna ride it all the way to the end. We looking for Coach Prime and the boys to have a good time. And I think they're leaving tomorrow to beat that weather.
Correct.
And that was a
Correct.
good plan. That was a good thing they did right there. But I'm wishing them the best. So Big Dog, you can give some last words. We're gonna end this time.
Well, my words is this one there. Thank everybody for watching us. We really and truly appreciate you spending this time, because you could have been anywhere. And I will tell you this here before I leave. Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes are going to shock the world this Saturday and going to do something that people don't think they are able to do. They're going to beat a very good UCF team in their hometown, and they gonna leave. They gonna come with Louis and gonna take their Gucci and everything else on their way out of town. And that's gonna be a beautiful thing. And I hope each one of you, we know you're gonna be watching it. We know you're gonna enjoy it. And I also know this gonna be a good game. This ain't
Yeah.
gonna be this is going to be a good game, because you got motivated kids on both ends. They both got a lot to play for, and you're not going to see a team coming down there flat. You're going to see teams coming out that really want to play. So I look forward to this. Thank you, BWatts, for the opportunity. I'm going to get back. It's going to be time to go on, settle down and do this here. But all the folks out there, stay doing what you're doing. Understand that you are great. You continue to do great things. And always, always stay positive.
Mhm. All right. Hey, like I said, y'all, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment along with Steve Woodland. We want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. And to next Tuesday, y'all be blessed. Me and Mr. Woodland will be back later on in the week. And you know he always a part of the Sunday show whenever you want to pull up. All right. All right. Once again, good night. And thank y'all for being a blessing to us. Appreciate it. Good night, B Dog.
Good night.
Building a foundation.
Get locked in. I don't give a fuck about you being fatigued, because this is what it's going to be in the game. It's going to be hot. It's going to be heavy. We're going to be breathing hard. You got to focus and get the job done. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? Sir. Fatigue make cows out of all of us if you let it. Don't let it. Dig deep and work. Work. That's all we got. Work. Work don't give a f. It just want to get done. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It just want to get done, so let's get done. All right, here we go. Let's go.
I'm telling you, Rabbit, bro, we hunting. We got to buckle up, right? We got to play hard nose. But if I'm saying bird, that's pass, right? So now you can get loose. You can wiggle with them. But that's ownership. If I don't tell you nothing else, ain't ownership in the game.
You got to bet on you. It's so funny that you believe in others. You would bet on others. You would support others. You would be there for others. You would even lie at times for others. But when it comes to you, you take a darn back seat. I don't understand it. I'm going to bet on me.
Yeah, we playing. We ain't got time for that. I need to see you play.
And we keep failing because we keep trusting our talent. Your talent is just like your gift. It runs hand in hand with your curse. And if you don't know how to balance that thing out, man, let me tell you something. This life will eat you alive. And the ups and downs of wins and losses will start to determine how you see life. I learned more in my losses than I learned in my wins. I learned more in my failures than I did in my wins. My wins, they were cute. My losses defined who I am. On this side, on three things. I want you to think about three things. Who are you? Who do you represent? And what are you chasing? Those questions got to be answered before you.
See, I just go out there and play. I don't really care about the rankings. I just go out there and show people that I can do whatever I want. I can really play. I can play offense. I can play defense. If you need me to play quarterback, I can play quarterback. I'm all over the field. And
timeouts for Colorado. Comes out for this snap. Ooh, Marshall. Oh, goodness. How many times have we seen Nakai Hill Green lower the boom?
Oh, my goodness. I love Nakai Hill Green.
Opportunity, right? Right? You look at your brother in your eye and say, hey, we're going to go out there and dominate this. Let me paint a picture for you, right? They get the ball on offense. They're going to go down and score. It's either 17-3 or 21-3, right? They're going to have to start chucking it. Let's see the rushers. Let's see the cover players. And I swear to God, we'll be partying right here in the locker room after this. All right? Let's go, Cam. You got it, baby boy. Stay hungry. Stay hungry.
Watch sports stuff with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Walker.
We should